With climate change and green energy hot topics at the moment, now seems like a good time to dive into the ins and outs of the latest heat pump grants. I'm Nicola Hume, and if you want to stay up to date with this and all other things home related and get Phil Spencer's top tips on how to improve your home, make sure you subscribe to the Move IQ newsletter using the link down below. Did you know that the government will give up to £7,500 towards installing a heat pump in your home? Yeah, so let's start by explaining what a heat pump is and why you might want one. So a heat pump runs on electricity and works similarly to a fridge, only in reverse. They extract energy from the air or the ground and move heat from one area to another. Unlike gas and oil boilers, heat pumps are more energy efficient and less polluting for the environment. Because they are efficient, they can reduce your energy costs, especially if you're currently using oil, LPG, or electricity only to heat your home. The heat pump scheme is part of a £3.9 billion project from the government. It's been set up with the aim of making all heating systems low carbon by 2035 by replacing less energy efficient boilers. To reach this target, the government is offering grants for heat pumps to homeowners who want to replace their boilers. The so-called Boiler Upgrade Scheme allows homeowners in England and Wales to get a grant covering part of the cost of replacing their heating system. The scheme offers £7,500 towards the cost of an air source heat pump, the same towards a ground source heat pump, and £5,000 for biomass boilers. Most homeowners and landlords are eligible. The only exceptions are those living in social housing and new build properties. It's also worth noting that grants are limited and only 30,000 heat pumps are available each year. So to apply, start by getting in touch with a qualified heat pump installer. It's usually the installer who submits the application to Ofgem, the energy regulator. If you are eligible, Ofgem will issue you with a voucher confirming the grant amount. From the voucher's issue date, pump installers typically have a few months to complete the installation. Once your heat pump has been fitted, the installer will generate a microgeneration certification. The certificate is then submitted to Ofgem, who will then pay the grant amount directly to the installer. Be aware that you are responsible for covering any costs that exceed the grant amount. So, is £7,500 enough to install a heat pump? The short answer is no. Heat pumps typically cost between £10,000 and £12,000 to install, so this will vary depending on the size of your home, the supplier, and the type of pump. So, despite the grant, it's still an undertaking that will require a chunky outlay. Nevertheless, if you are on a mission to make your home more energy efficient, greener, or you need to replace your boiler anyway, then this scheme gives you the chance to do so at a subsidised price. Plenty to think about there. So do join me next time for more top property tips.